Hi, I'm Pete, and welcome to Just a Few Acres Farm. Well, today's the day. Sammy's going to the butcher, but first we got to round him up. Well, is he in here? He's probably out in the winter pasture because it's sunny today, and they go out there to warm up. Sammy! Is that him over there? Sammy! He was in the barn. He's right here. Hey, buddy. Come on, Sammy.
Oh, let's go this way, boy. Hey.
Sammy. Just walk and he'll follow you. Come on, Sammy. Come on, bud. Just walk and he'll follow you. Come on, buddy. There you go.
He's all that's in here. Push in.
Come on, Sam. Come on, bud. What do you think? Come on. No.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Come on, Sammy.
Come on. Come on.
Come on. Come on. Nope. Nope. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey, buddy. Relax that. I got it. Where there's a will, there's a way, I guess. The hay let them in, so that makes things easier. Usually we would load straight out of that little pen back there, but I got some manure bergs in there that the trailer would get hung up on, so we're gonna back the trailer in slant and then run them all the way through. We haven't done it this way before, so we'll see how it goes. Just chain this gate to the trailer. All right, Sammy. Come on. I don't think this could be easy. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Back where you are.
Okay.
Come on. Come on. Be carefully throw that leg. Come on. Come on. Come on up. Rather than pushing them, we just let him stand, get a little bit comfortable, and see what he does. He may not walk in, but this is the first chance. If they turn their head around, they'll go where their head's facing. So if they're not going the way I want them to, I put a hand over the eye on that side. It usually turns them around. Come on, bud. If it wasn't Sammy, a normal cow would not like our hands on them for this long, and they'd be in the trailer by now, but Sammy doesn't really mind, so it makes it more difficult. Come on, bud. I might have to go get the shock stick.
Yeah, you might.
Come in.
Let's just give it a few more minutes and see if
Gray went to go get the hot shot. He's stuck. He won't come in. And a zap, I can't say it too many times. One zap, if that gets him going, it sure is a lot stressful than having to push him in and screw around with him, I think, for the animal as well as us. So we got him closed into a little makeshift pen here with one of the gates swung out that divides the pen and then the trailer at the other end. I'm just going to get back in behind him and work him a little bit with the hot shot and see what happens. Come on, Sammy. Come in. Come on, buddy. Come on. No. No. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come in. He's a tough one. Come in. Most of our cattle walk right on. No hot shot needed. Come on. Pigs are a different story. Come in. That was not fun, especially for a steer like Sammy that we've dealt with for so long. Left?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
As most of you probably know, Sammy was a bottle-fed steer. His mother refused him. His mother was Nellie, and she was
Difficult.
to say the least. She's long gone. She had Sammy, and I went out in the pasture, and there was Sammy laying on the ground, and Nellie was over someplace else, and I could tell he was Nellie's because she had afterbirth still hanging out of her, and I brought Sammy to Nellie, and she picked him up with her horns. She had long horns and flung them up in the air. Now at that point I could have decided to bring Nellie into the barn, put her in a head gate and try and get them to bond, but I knew Nellie and that wasn't going to happen. So we started bottle feeding Sammy, and our daughter Gray did a lot of the bottle feeding. Sammy had an interesting childhood, I guess. We had problems with scours because mom's milk is different than any powder mix you can get, and scours are just something you get. And we would feed him Pepto-Bismol and electrolytes, and he grew. He did all right, and he never grew as big as the other cows. In fact, Sammy will probably dress at, I would say, 250.
If that, I think it'll be less.
Dexters we raise are a pretty small breed of cow. A mama cow that we send will dress, and this is probably a 4 or 5 year old cow, she'll dress at 450, 500, sometimes 550. That's a big one. The steers that we send at 2 to 2.5 years old will normally dress between 300 pounds, and if we get a big one, it's 375. So they're all small, and Sammy's especially small. Do you remember when we put Sammy in with the turkeys?
Yeah, we had problems with a predator at night, and so we tied him to the turkey ark, and he kind of hung out there with the turkeys.
He didn't like
I don't think he liked it very much, but no. He was kind of like a guard dog for a little while.
We had him on a long rope, and he did not like the turkeys. We'd toss some hay into him in there to eat, and we were still bottle feeding him, and the turkeys would tromp all over the hay and poop on it, and we weren't very good pen mates. But he did keep the owl away. That was the predator we were having a problem with.
Yeah, that was prior to our Christmas lights.
Yep. All right, Sammy. Here you go. One more step. That's all. No, don't back up. There you go. I don't know what to say, do you?
No, kind of a bittersweet, I guess.
I don't know what the sweet side is.
No, there isn't really.
Except for the beef that we get back. It's just part of farming.
Hi, Sanders.
We're back home. Sammy's at the butcher and he'll be slaughtered first thing tomorrow morning. To conclude this video, I thought I was going to have some kind of deep thoughts about the nature of livestock farming and how you take care of animals and then eventually send them to their death. I don't have any deep thoughts. I think I'm a pretty thoughtful person, but to me it's just part of farming. I mean, if we have animals here and we take the best care of them we can, and one day they go off to slaughter, I get people on comments that say, well, I don't know, I couldn't do that. And my thought is always, well, do you eat meat? Because if you eat meat, you should be a part of that process. It's just part and parcel of eating meat. And I don't have any problem with it. And I think we get too separated from the things that we consume today. And this is a good example of it. You know, knowing how the meat's raised and slaughtered is an important part of eating meat, I think, and to distance yourself from it is, I don't think that that's a good thing. We distance ourselves from too many things that we consume these days, and we don't know the implications of what we're consuming, not only food. So anyway, those are my thoughts on that. I have no guilt about it, and life goes on, I guess. This is life on a farm, like I said. So I hope you enjoyed this video and have a good day.